What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about XRP. Um, Before I get into looking at what's happening with XRP, not only the SEC stuff, but fundamentally what's XRP's potential. Um, I'll just take a look at the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet's updated. These were the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. Phantom was a Udemy course that I did, where I said it'd be the best investment of the year. So Phantom's up 58x right now. If you'd put $100 into all these 26, and you're still holding, when I release the videos, and you're still holding your bags, you've been profit for 23 grand. So adding your $2,600, you're sitting on $25,600. So that's pretty nice. I've held all of these at one point or another, and closed damn near every position in profit except Grin. Grin sucked. Grin sucked. But apart from that, closed all the positions. And if you want to see exactly what I'm holding, check out Copy My Crypto. My holdings are my portfolio is designed for maximum gains. I've got my biggest holders have had some seriously good positive moves in the last couple of weeks, like some of the top performers in the crypto space. I'm very pleased about that, and I know all the Copy My Crypto subscribers are buzzing about that. Keep getting the emails, so that's great to hear. Fundamentally, guys, the next 4 months are going to be the wealth generation event of a lifetime. So if you're in crypto and you're happy with your bags, see if you can strengthen them. If you can, if you can't, and you well, if you can't, you're happy with your bags, you probably wouldn't anyway necessarily. But this is an opportunity to really generate some wealth, because once this bull cycle's over, there's going to be a couple of years before the next Bitcoin halving. It's scheduled for it'll happen in less than 3 years. And then there'll be another bull cycle. So you've got the opportunity, if you build some wealth for the next 4 months, close your positions in good profit, then you've got a few years where you've got those funds to prepare for the next bull cycle. So check out Copy My Crypto. Right, XRP. I've spoken about XRP in the past a couple of times. So I was very bullish on it at the start of sort of around May last year. I got more lukewarm on it because of the SEC stuff. So let's have a little run through of XRP. So in terms of use case, XRP's use case is pretty clear. They're great for micropayments. They're going to be good for stable coins. They should end up being very, very good for DeFi protocols because the blockchain is very fast. NFTs, I don't see a problem with. I think there's a fair bit of competition there for NFTs. But the big one is CBDCs. No doubt about it. Now, CBDCs, excuse me, CBDCs have been a big part of Stellar for a while. Not Stellar, sorry, XRP. I don't know why there's a Stellar thing there. Yeah, CBDCs have been a big part of Ripple for a while. In fact, their whole white paper talked about the real use case Ripple has for CBDCs, and we know they're coming, so we have to acknowledge that, right? And it does appear that Ripple have that XRP, right? It does appear that XRP are the front runners in terms of the American markets. Stellar seems to be XRP's biggest competition in terms of the blockchain for CBDCs. Now, Stellar's definitely closing some good contracts within Europe. They've got one with a Ukrainian bank. They've got for CBDC. They've got one with in Thailand, or they're setting up in Thailand now. So Thailand looks like it's locked up for Stellar. So next, really, the biggest one to crack is America. The biggest one to crack is America. Now, in terms of innovations, XRP have actually been doing Flare networks. The Flare network is going to be utilized and should bring through DeFi in a really positive way for within the Ripple network. Flare have been working on a lot, but their launch will probably be sort of September of this year at best, November maybe. Now, there is obviously a big there's a reasonable excitement around this, and anyone that's been a XRP, I keep saying Ripple, sorry, an XRP holder got airdropped a ton of Flare tokens. There's going to be also the Canary network, so they're introducing Songbird, so Songbird token will be also airdropped. Is it the Songbird? Yeah, Songbird token will be airdropped to anyone who also holds or also held XRP at the time of the snapshot. So if you were holding XRP when you got your spot, you should also get the Songbird token. Now, that's going to be their Canary network for Flare. In terms of the release, while I wait for that, my internet is slow as hell today. So XRP has actually broke through $1 yesterday and has actually retraced, I think, on 95 cents. That's not too bad. Now the former CTO, Chief Technical Officer, Jed McCaleb, sold nearly $80 million worth of XRP. So this has raised suggestions that we might see a bit more of a correction. To be fair, we are seeing a bit more of a correction. Now that's the 4-hourly chart. We're just looking at the daily. There's a bit of a correction, but nothing dramatic. It's only actually dropped about 5%. So I know it's saying 2 there, but it peaked at around 104. So you're looking at a little more than 4-5% from the peak. So we could be in for a short-term correction, but it's not going to be anything major. Now, XRP actually the chart's looking really good on XRP. The 50-day exponential moving average is about to cross the 200-day exponential moving average. That bodes very well in terms of the momentum that's being taken into the coming month. Last time the 50-day moving average broke through and ended up holding above, Ripple XRP went from 30 odd cents up to about $1.95 before the correction that began occurring midway through this year. So 50-day exponential moving average breaking the 200-day exponential moving average is very, very, very positive. Now, let's get rid of that. Now, in terms of the Songbird, where is it? Honest to God, this computer. So, the Songbird token will be SGB, and it'll be distributed once only and in the same ratio to all the same recipients of the FLR distribution. So total starting supply will be 15 billion with inflation of 10% per annum through the FTSO and validator reward system. This means for every 1 XRP that was held at the time of the snapshot, 0.1511 SGB will be allocated. So anyone that's been holding XRP will get those airdrops. So launch now. Here we go. Flare will launch after substantial testing of all systems on Songbird, with current final security audit scheduled to finish at the end of September. This will be a very big moment for Ripple and Flare. Make no mistake about it, tons of you out there have a bunch of Spark tokens, the Flare token. So that is all of a sudden going to be very relevant because you've been holding that for a few months and going, oh, I've got nothing to do, I can't do anything with it. So you might be in some decent profit straight off the bat, potentially. But more than that, seeing the Flare network launch should, in theory, see a real price pump for XRP. Because it works under the same principle as when we've seen cryptos change from potentially proof of work to proof of stake, or it's one of those moments in time that should be a big instigator for price action being positive. So yeah, that's scheduled for the end of next month. So we've only got probably 45 days, give or take. That's very exciting. Now, the biggest situation that we're currently seeing is the SEC situation. Now, I couldn't trust them as far as I could throw them, the SEC. It does feel like there's been coordinated attacks to some degree on XRP. And what they've said is that there are certain rules related to crypto assets that are well settled to determine whether a crypto asset is a security is clear. And she's talking about the Howey test. And the Howey test is a fairly generic test. Like you can't. So the four sort of key things describe that identify an investment contract are an investment of money in a common enterprise with the expectation of profit to be derived from the efforts of others. But based on that, everything's a security. Everything. Ever. If you invest money in a bank, it's a common enterprise. There's an expectation of profit. It's to be derived from the efforts of others. So my 0.1% that I make in a bank, I should be taxed on as security. It's ridiculous. It's a nonsense. Now, this is the biggest issue. So according to the SEC, the investment of money test is easily satisfied with crypto because you use fiat money to buy other digital assets. And in most cases, likewise, the common enterprise test is also easily met. In most cases, whether a digital asset qualifies as an investment contract largely turns on whether there's an expectation of profit to be derived from the efforts of others. Of course there is. I invest in a coin, I buy a coin because I expect that the price is going to go up because there's a good team, there's a long-term plan, the technology is good, all those reasons. So yeah, and their example of a digital asset may be relying on the efforts of others. They can use anything they want effectively. They can say token burning is the effort of others to increase scarcity in order to increase price. And another way the efforts of others test is met is if the project's backers continue to act in a managerial role. So there's it's a concerning idea that they're suggesting that the Howey test is a reasonable test to establish if a cryptocurrency is or if XRP is a security. So yeah, and what's been asked is the judge has asked for a 15-page monster brief, and it will include parts of the William Hinman deposition transcript, and that is what was referred to as where he was suggesting that the cryptos weren't securities, and then has since then rescinded that statement. But yeah, the SEC wants to compel Ripple to hand over terabytes of Slack messages that could be critical to the agency's case that XRP was marked as a security. Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting. I very much hope that we don't see any nonsense from the SEC. I very much hope that we see the judge act with some morality. These are all big asks, but the SEC have gone well outside their purview here, and hopefully XRP win. It's just that simple. If they do, which I do believe they should be okay. If the SEC win, then we should see a positive price movement just off the back of that being done. Then the biggest thing is, does XRP land a CBDC? My gut instinct is yes. I think the moment this SEC case, whether it lands positive or negative, the moment it's done, I think countries will start interacting with XRP as a blockchain for a CBDC, and central banks will start interacting with XRP for their CBDCs. I think people are just holding off while this SEC BS is carrying on. But it's going to be very interesting. And if CBDCs go on XRP, such as say the dollar, America's actual CBDC is launched on XRP, the price could be staggering. Price could be staggering. You know, there's 100 billion max supply for Ripple. And realistically, if you're looking at the US dollar going on, and their digital version of the US dollar being launched properly on XRP, there's no reason XRP wouldn't be $100 coin, to be honest. It would have a 10 trillion market cap. But you'd be talking about the entire economy of a country being built and put on it, and the most powerful, richest, or one of the richest countries in the world. Not to mention the fact that the US dollar is the dollar. You know, it's the coin, is the currency that everyone compares against around the world, every country. But that's a very long term. If that was to happen, $100 could happen. Could happen. It's a big ask. Talking 10 trillion, it's not nothing. This year, I do believe we could see up to about $10 for Ripple. Bear in mind, there's 46 billion circulating. So times by 10, that's 460 billion. So yeah, it's close to half a trillion, but I think there's going to be a staggering amount of news positive about XRP coming very, very soon after this SEC stuff is done. That's the only thing slowing it down. From what I'm hearing, they've got a lot of irons in the fire in terms of launches. They've got the Flare coming out next month, hopefully. There's a lot of long-term potential here. And there's a lot of price potential, not just this year, this bull cycle, but 5 years down the line. So very exciting. And I'm hopeful that the SEC thing is going to get quashed and they're not going to have to deal with them again. But we will see. We will see. That being said, what are your thoughts on Ripple, guys? Or XRP? Keep doing it. Anyway, that's it from me. If you are new to crypto, check out Copy My Crypto. Remember that this market is hot right now. You've got 4 months to generate true wealth, because make no mistake about it, in 4 or 5 months' time, this bull cycle will be over. But before that, there's going to be some serious profits to be made. And if you wait another month before investing, and every coin is most likely going to be, or certainly the coins you want to be in, are most likely going to be up 30, 40, 50%. Your profits are going to be half. Your profits are going to be a lot less. Now is the time to take a gamble, guys. Now's the time to make an investment. So if you want to do it, check the link in the description. But good luck either way. Take care and stay safe, guys.